It's all of those things. It's having a vision and then trying to execute it and make it happen. So I believe in our story is that the way you're doing travel right now is incredibly frustrating. I know that because I travel too, and it's a real frustrating experience many times. And you think, why can't this be a better way? And it can be a better way. And my vision is that you have in your phone, you have essentially the equivalent of a human travel agent who is always aware of what your needs, wants, desires are, and is always looking out for you. I mean, you think, when you're on a holiday with your vacation with your family, and you're in a city, I mean, why aren't you getting offers coming to you saying, hi, you got the 2 kids there. Do you know there's this great museum kids would love? It's 3 blocks down the thing, and we can give you a great discount. Do you ever get that? Of course not yet. But that's something that we're going to do. We're even more so. You're going to Amsterdam. Everybody in Amsterdam likes to take the canal trip. Everybody does that. Everybody pretty much also goes to the Rijksmuseum, great museum, okay? We get you those tickets. Of course we can do that. But what's more important is you got the tickets for the canal boat on Thursday. You got the museum on Friday. It's Tuesday. Okay, now the weather forecast, though, we know, it's easy to know it, but we know what the weather is, and we make a change for you, and we tell you, we say, hey, it's going to rain on your canal boat, but, it's going to be sunny on the day you're going to the museum. Why don't we switch this for you? Just press, click, and it's all done for you. That's the type of advice, and that's what you want, and much more so. How many times you get the little notice saying, your plane is delayed 3 hours? That's not very helpful, okay? That's really not helpful when you're already at the airport. What would be helpful is that it's going to be delayed 3 hours, but we can get you on another flight of a different carrier. Because the carrier that you're delayed, they're not going to be offering up to go on to the other one, right? We can switch that for you, and it will only be an extra $25.
But Glenn, those are amazing visions.
It's interesting about that because in today's market economy, even if I felt it is our responsibility, I cannot do something because my competitors aren't doing it. So we end up with a difference between the companies and the shareholders. They're not going to say, oh, Glenn, you're doing good work. It's very nice. You're helping out society. They're going to say, your return is not nearly what your competitors is, so please we want to replace you with someone else. So that's why you really do need a government to put out the rules, the guardrails, that we all play by the same rules. But here's the thing, we've seen these changes before in technology, right? We understand the story of the Luddites in Northern England and the wool, the weaving and the went rioting and all that. We know that story. And we know where America went from rural to urban. But that took a lot of time. Now we're having this time in a very, very short number of years. And that, you have a societal thing where things can break. So what we need, I absolutely believe we need leadership at the very top levels to understand how we come up with ways to make this change, which is not stoppable. You cannot stop this technological change, but make it so that we have a
It's a public sector.
It's absolutely.
So just a quick